We're still up on the tripod. Today is August the 5th. Here in Ontario, it's a civic holiday Monday, or the August long weekend. And hey, beautiful weather. A little cloudy, warm, around 85 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe, I don't know, 28, 29 degrees Celsius. We're starting out a day hike with an overnight wild camp and returning back along the same route tomorrow back to where we parked the car. We're on the Bruce Trail. We're at the beginning, essentially at the beginning of the Blue Mountain section, heading south. Hey, it's Gary here, trail name Jasper. Welcome to my channel. Let's lay down some miles. Unlike some of the US trails, the Bruce Trail here in Ontario tends to have an abundance of fresh water sources. Here you have a mountain stream. It's actually called Silver Creek, and you may recall this from another video I did, but we did photograph this this creek, Silver Creek. But here on the Bruce Trail, all throughout the Bruce Trail, we do have an abundance of kind of clean running water. So that does make life really easier for us. I still tend to carry about 2.5 liters of water because when I do stop, I do like to have good water for cooking and cleaning and so on. But yeah, there is an abundance of water here on the Bruce Trail. So right now, we just came along this kind of gravel dirt country road. Absolutely beautiful scenery to a parking area and trailhead. Where people can come and park and start their hike right here to the Bruce Trail, or on the Bruce Trail. There's a little marker and some basic instructions about the Bruce Trail. I'm going to pick this location to have my first break of the day, simply because there's some nice rocks to sit on. And I am, as I say, familiar with this section of the trail, because this is kind of my home territory, if you will. Okay, let's set up, let's have a little break time. Okay, so we're about 6.5 to 7 kilometers into the hike so far. Taking a break, drinking some water. Because as I say, it is quite a warm day at about 86 degrees. Again, August the 5th. So today's hike is really just a 1 day, 2 day if you will, overnight hike. So we are going to be wild camping this evening, hence the gear that I'm carrying today. My pack's about 30 pounds, that's with 2.5 liters of water, food for 2 days with a little extra, and then the rest of my gear, my shelter, my sleeping system, cooking systems, and so on. I didn't start the hike today till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon due to my work. I did have to work this morning. Well, actually, I worked most of the night till about 4 this morning, got home, got to bed about 5, woke up about 10, so I had about 5, maybe 5.5 hours sleep. And then I thought, you know what, I want to come out and do a good hike. So here we are, and that's what we're doing. I'm also kind of finalizing some training with my gear, or some practice with this gear that I'm using, because in about 3.5, 4 weeks, September the 3rd, I will be starting a 1,010 kilometer through hike of the Bruce Trail. Now, the Bruce Trail, as I've mentioned before in some of my other videos, it runs essentially from Queenston Heights Park in Niagara Falls to Tobermory, which is at the top of the Bruce Peninsula. And you can do the Bruce Trail in about 885 kilometers. You can do it in around 950, and you can do it at about 1,010, depending on which side loops you may choose to take. So I've looked at all the side loops, and I'm taking side loops that's going to take me above the 1,000 kilometer hike, which will be 1,010, just because that's what I wanted to do. So yeah, so this is going to be the final test for that particular equipment that we're going to use for that trip. So far, everything's been great. I've been training with that equipment probably. Oh, how you doing, guys? Hi there. Say hi to YouTube world, folks. Pardon me? Do you need a ride? Oh, no, I'm going the other way, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, folks. Thank you. So some more hikers on the trail there, and that's great. So anyhow, as I was saying, I've been training with this equipment since early spring for the upcoming through hike on September the 3rd. So up to now, everything's been great. I'm going to have my fruit, drink my water, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so after a really nice chat with some charming people that did offer me a ride and so on, which I don't need because I'm going the other way down the trail, break time's over. So I had an orange, I drank water, we're going to get going. So hey, let's carry on. Let's lay down a few more miles. Where we're heading right now is actually to the Osler Bluff. The Osler Bluff is the highest point on the Bruce Trail at about 1,800 feet. So obviously it's not the highest trail in the world by any means, but it is challenging. It's got some really, really challenging sections, and there's a lot of up and down, scrambling kind of sections, a lot of mud sometimes, depending on the time of year. In the winter time, it's absolutely amazing through here. But hey, let's keep going. Let's keep heading south. Now at this particular point, we're only about 1 kilometer away from Osler Bluff and the highest point on the Bruce Trail. And at that spot, I'm going to take a break, maybe make a coffee, and maybe have maybe some oatmeal. I feel as though I need some energy now. After about 4 hours steady of good solid hiking, I'm in need of some energy. So I think 2 instant packs of oatmeal and a coffee, and I think that will set me up fine. So as we move along the bluff here, there's several spots that are vantage kind of lookout spots. We are about to approach one now that I've stopped at before. Great place to take a break and take a look out from the Osler Bluff, highest point on the Bruce Trail. Let's take a look. What a beautiful, beautiful view. Wow. Okay, coffee time. So right now, I am using a little wood-fired camp / backpacking stove to boil water for coffee and oatmeal. I do use gas also. I use the regular kind of butane containers. And here, I have my little pocket rocket gas burner. The reason why I also use wood is because on a journey or on a hike like what I have coming up with the through hike of the Bruce Trail, there's probably nowhere anywhere along that trail in any kind of shop that will be selling the butane gas. And it's much lighter for me to carry a small wood stove as well as a backup of 1 butane cylinder with my pocket rocket burner for all my cooking needs. Because if we look out there, and that's essentially where the Bruce Trail goes, there's literally nowhere for hundreds of kilometers to buy butane gas. So that's one of the reasons, and the primary reason, and the only reason, that I would bring with me a wood stove. It's lighter to bring a wood stove than it is extra containers of gas that I would need. So I have gas for wet conditions, but conditions like right now, dry, I go to the wood stove every time. I don't particularly like a wood stove. It's dirty, it's messy, it's sooty, but it's kind of the best of what you can do rather than carrying 3 or 4 of the butane containers. So yeah, that's what I do. This is my little setup here for a coffee break. I'm making coffee and oatmeal, and all I'm doing right now is boiling the water for that. The little wood stove does work well. Anyhow. Well, oatmeal is good. Coffee. That's good too. Oh yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, that's better. Definitely better after the oatmeal coffee. It's good. Just let my stove cool down a bit, then we'll be able to pack up and carry on. Right now, we're entering into the Pretty River Valley. Now, it's a very beautiful area here. And about 5 kilometers to the south of here is where I'd planned on spending the night alongside the Pretty River. It's a beautiful location. I've camped there before. It's around, I'm going to say 5:30, 6 o'clock-ish now. I'm not the fastest hiker in the world, especially with a full pack. I'm around 3 kilometers an hour on average. That's about my kind of everyday go-to speed, I guess. So we're doing okay. I'd say around 7:30 we should reach the area where we want to camp tonight, and that'll be about 20 kilometers for the day. Again, we started at 1 o'clock this afternoon due to work, and so be it. So yeah, just a little update. The trail's absolutely amazing. Cooling down slightly now, which is nice. A little bit of a break from the oppressive heat. Bugs this time of year on the trail are still very, very, very prevalent. But hopefully by September, they will have dropped down a little bit. And there goes a runner going down the trail like a crazy man. Man, I wonder how long it would take him to run the PCT. Who knows? But he was going pretty quick. Okay. I actually wonder if he's doing the whole Bruce Trail, the whole 1,000 kilometers, because I know people do. Some of these kind of super athletes do actually run this trail, just like that guy was doing right there, with essentially nothing more than day packs and support at different kind of trailheads for them. Hey, pretty cool. But anyhow, we're carrying on. The day's progressing well. The hike is going just fine. Nothing to write home about as far as distance is concerned. As I say, just a 20-kilometer hike today. But that's fine. So right now, we just reached the trailhead at the Pretty River Valley. I believe we're on Pretty River Valley Road. However, I'm actually not 100% sure about that. But yeah, this is the parking area at the trailhead. There's enough for maybe 3 or 4 cars. And the trail itself starts right there. Okay, so we just came from that way. Right here, we're going to cross this little country road. And the trail continues just at the other side of this road. And it's just kind of staggered slightly. In the distance, I can see the right turn Tuxedo Blaze. And from here, it's only about half a kilometer, maybe a kilometer to the area that I planned on camping for tonight. And right now, it's about 20 to 7. So let's say we're going to reach there about 7 p.m., which is pretty close to what I thought we would do when we started out. So, hey, everything's been normal. Okay, let's carry on. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. And a beautiful location to be in. My goodness. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Here, let us carry on. This is the spot that I've picked for tonight's camp. I have camped on that exact same spot before. You see my pack, my poles, right here. We're just off the trail. The trail is right here. And the pretty river. So we've got a good water source. We've got a nice little camp area. We're right on the trail for morning. And it's peaceful. So I think right now, I'm probably going to go ahead, clean the spot up, make sure there's, you know, it's as smooth as possible. There's no branches or anything or twigs on the ground to disrupt my sleep and punch my ground sheet of my tent. I'll go ahead and set up my tent. Maybe get some fresh water or water from the river to maybe take a wash. Filter some water, make a coffee, cook dinner, and hey, stand by. Let me get this tent put up and I'll show you what it looks like when it's up. Okay, so there you have it. There's the tent set up for the night. Nice and easy, great tent. I love this thing, absolutely amazing, especially for the money. I only paid about 130 Canadian dollars for this tent, and it's great. I really do like it. Yeah, so there we go. There's my tent for the evening. Has a nice vestibule, and you know what, for me it's perfect. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna wet some of this sweat off. Yeah, wash some of the sweat off, I mean, make myself a coffee, make myself some dinner, and maybe just relax. Maybe even a small campfire here tonight, we'll see. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye. There goes gravity. Okay. Last check of the camp area. Leaving nothing behind. Hey, we're ready to go. Okay, so right now it's about 6:45 a.m. So a good 45 minutes later than I was leaving camp, let's say, just 2 weeks ago, just because of daylight. So yeah, we're gonna head back on the trail. We're gonna head back exactly the way we came yesterday, 20 kilometers straight back to the car. So hey, let's get going. Let's lay down some miles. Now right here, there's another area of camping for the night. Again, right near the river. So you got a nice water supply here too. Perfect. Great little camping spot. Right here. Awesome. One thing about the Bruce Trail, the what they call overnight rest areas on the Bruce Trail are actually few and far between. I'd say about 75% of the time, or 3 nights in every 4, you're just kind of camping in a spot that you clear that's not designated for anything, just kind of a wild camp in general. But anyhow, we do need a little bit more of our overnight rest areas on the Bruce Trail system, that's for sure. But okay, let's keep going. So pushing through this rain, a little bit of an reprieve right now again in the rain, but pretty much all day since 20 minutes after breaking camp this morning, it's been rain. Sometimes it's been steady, it kind of broke a little bit, and sometimes it's been like monsoon type rains. Right now, just spitting, there's a view overlooking the Georgian Triangle, Georgian Bay. Yeah, so yeah, very much a rain day today, that's for sure. But you know what, we're doing just fine. We're about, maybe 4.5 kilometers back to the vehicle. So right now we've done about 16 kilometers so far today, which is just fine. Doing good. Yeah, trail has been a little bit muddy in spots, but we do actually need the rain. There hasn't been much rain here for a while, so that's okay.